Now, there are many ways to do health systems in games. This video is just going to be acting as a reference. What are the 4 common types of health systems that are there in video games, or as far as my observation is concerned, playing plethora of games all these years. So if you're making any game by yourself, you can use one of these health systems, or you can just like develop on the health system that I've discussed in this video. You can just keep this video as a reference. So let's start with the first kind of health system. I like to call this health system as a death on contact, where you collide with an enemy or like a trap, and then your character kind of dies. There are like a lot of games that do this. Like the most common example would be Mario. You come in contact with an enemy, you just touch it and you die. Like there is also damage. Like if you're a leveled up Mario character, like you receive one of those mushrooms, and then like once you get in contact with the enemy, you either go back to the original state, or you you die if you're already there in your original state. So that's one way of doing it. It's not only Mario. There are like very traditional games. All the traditional games do this, like Donkey Kong, and I can't remember much right now, but I think there are like a couple of games that do this. The second type of health system that we're talking about is a regular health bar. Now, there is like literally, I think 80% of the games that I've played do or like the older games used to usually do like a health bar. Now, where it gets a little bit more complicated, or like where this video might become a little bit too lengthy, is how you actually regain health. There are like many ways you can actually design systems to like regain health. One is like a non-inventory health and like an inventory health. Like inventory health is a non-inventory health would be like let's say you pick up a health object, a health game object, like a plus sign in video games. Usually it would instantly give you health, versus you might have an item in your inventory that you either consume to like regain health. That branches out in 2 ways. Now again, this becomes more intricate. If let's say the inventory health can be crafted in some sort of a way, then like the game economy is mostly based on crafting techniques. So that's one way to do it. And non-inventory method, you just like deplete health, and then like you pick up a bonus, or like some sort of a health game object, and then increase health. So that's the second way of doing it. The games that do this are like a lot. Any games like Prince of Persia used to do that, and there are like a lot of games that do this. Now, the third type of health bar that we usually see in games is a regenerating health bar. Most of the modern games do this. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origin. It does that. It does like a regenerative health. Now, the way you can work around regenerative health is probably like adding some sort of hinder the process of regeneration. There might be some sort of poisoning, elemental damages, or different things. But in general, everybody knows how regenerative health works. The thing that I hate about this health system in general is a lot of games that really don't do like a health bar of sort. Like if you play the Far Cry game, it's not a health bar, but rather than like another indication of when you take damage, the screen becomes red and then eventually pass out. So you really can't. You kind of understand, like as you play through the game, you understand where at what point of time you actually will die. But then this is the only thing that I don't like about the games that do this, like where you don't have like a proper health bar indicating how many more hits you can take before you just like it's game over. So that's the problem with the regenerating health bar. A lot of games do this. I think Far Cry also does this. A lot of other games do that. The fourth one that I want to talk about is armor and health. Now the way I don't know if this fits in this category of the video, but like I think this is how I observe. The reason why I kept it here is a very interesting way of making armor and health is because both of them can have 2 different damage, might be susceptible to 2 different kind of damages. Usually it's one depletes if like the armor depletes, only then your health bar would take an effect. Like take for example Grand Theft Auto Vice City, where you have health and armor, and then mostly the armor I think would take damage, or either would take fall or like accident damage or like bullet damage. Melee damages would be affecting armor first before it starts to deplete your health, actual health. So that's how it does. So now how do you distinguish between armor and health? Is like usually health is susceptible to elemental damage like anything else. Like probably this happens in Vice City where you just like get burnt and your armor remains constant but your health is depleted. This also happens in like many other games that I've seen where armor is still 100%. Like let's say you're poisoned, or you might have, I don't know, like fire damage maybe. So in these cases health depletes faster, or like health is the only thing that depletes compared to armor. So that is one of the that's how you can use this. Armor usually is only subjected to like melee and range damages. So that's how you can do it. A lot of games do this in a different way. Like there is Witcher that does it. There's Counter Strike. You literally have to buy a armor, and you deplete armor first when you take bullet damage. Then you take health damage, and like if you're caught in fire, I think it's only the health that damage. I have to relook at the gameplay. But other than that, like it can also, like, armor and health is again subjective to how the game actually does that. Like you have like a base health of certain things, and then as you keep leveling up, the armor on the base health would be like x times, or on the base on the leveled up health into x times. It depends on how the game does. So yeah, I hope this video would act as a reference for you to design health systems in your games. Let me know in the comments below how you like this section of my channel where I only talk about game design. And if you like my content, please go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.